Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Sandman Show. My name is not Sandman, it's an alias I use for this wonderful podcast slash radio show slash however you want to call it, but podcast is more commonly used. Today's episode is going to be a freestyle episode. So let me explain. This is something I had done a couple of seasons ago. Feels weird to say it. It's been now 3 seasons I'm doing this. But yes, a freestyle episode. Kind of something I do not prepare much. I have a few things here and there, elements, but I'm going to just riff and yap about a certain concept, a certain topic. And for that topic today, I'm not even going to do the exercise of the 3 words I usually do every episode. We're going to just keep it chill, freestyle. So bring a cup of coffee, a hot cocoa, something cozy, because we're going to talk about something really commonly discussed currently in the world. Because today is the 14th of February 2025, and we are going to talk about love. Today is Valentine's Day. As if we are not talking enough about this through the lens of Valentine's Day, and it's not being talked about. Obviously, you have not seen any ads, any products, any services, anything being targeted to you because of a special day today. No. I'm sure we're not talking enough about it already. But no, why not talk a bit more, but through my lens, through the Sandman lens. And I'm going to do something different where maybe for the podcast listeners it's not different, but I'm also recording a portion of this so I can share it on Instagram, actually. Share the clip of what I'm doing actually to Instagram. So hello to the Instagram viewers, which I shall not share on the podcast yet. It's my personal, public but personal Instagram. And yes, I'm going to start off with a poem. I wrote a poem about love. So there is a little bit of preparation in a freestyle episode. But I wrote a poem just now, actually, a few minutes ago, to be honest, about my views on love. What is love? So what is love? Let's start. Love is comfort. Love is excitement. Love can be hard, can also be soft and cozy and warm. It's life. It's also memories. It is happiness. Also sometimes sadness. What is love? Is it something commercialized today to sell more greeting cards and fancy dinners and just promote and artificially inflate sales for a universal emotion which should ideally be expressed and celebrated, most subtly in gestures and kindness every single day, ideally speaking? Or maybe that's the teeny dark cliche cynicism in me surfacing. Because love is fun. It's cute. And as cliche as it may sound, love is truly what makes the world go round. So what is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that was What Is Love, the cover by Koji Kobura. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. All the links are below. It feels weird to prank you into listening to a cover of a song I've been, memeing about all throughout this show. And yes, it's a recurring gag I've been doing, like, what is love, baby don't hurt me no more. It's often something I've said every now and then in older episodes. So yeah, I pranked you by, it's a bizarre creative prank, I guess, where I did come up with a poem. That poem is mine. But then I segued it into a gag of what is love. So what is love for you guys? I'm not going to do the 3-word exercise. As I said, today is more free, more cozy. Let's listen to some music. Let's play some music. Yeah, I'm going to play some music actually. I have my guitar next to me, as I had done on another freestyle episode, which I shall stop calling back to. But yes, love. We'll start off in a more serious way. Sorry for those who are being, who are all comfy and cozy right now. But let's be real. Today's Valentine's Day may not be something that's truly easy for a lot of people out there. To see all these couples and you're like, oh, you feel like a Grinch. You're like, this is just commercial. And it's not jealousy, it's more of an envy, if you know the difference, thanks to The Simpsons. I watched this. This is an episode of The Simpsons where Lisa tells Homer there's a difference between being jealous and being envious. And yeah, I guess there are people who may be envious because, on one hand they are single, but on the other hand they may also not be, ready for a relationship, or they may not want to be in a relationship, or they may have, suffered a rough relationship and are coming out of it. Either way, for an emotion that's supposed to be universal, today's day may not be as easy for a lot of those people. And it's not easy at all. I can imagine, and I empathize with so many of you, as someone who is also kind of, often a third wheel or a fifth wheel in many couples. And, in gatherings, when you see couples, you're always, that one single dude who people may wonder or not wonder, but they know you're single eventually, and they don't know why, but they don't need to know why. And yeah, singlehood hasn't been easy for me, let's be real. I have been single for quite a while, and I've had tough situationships, if I may call them, but eventually I've been single as well for way too long than I want, way longer than I'd want. But even then, maybe it's the romantic, Bollywood-loving, filmy guy in me, or maybe it's that lover. I love love, and I think it's not easy to admit, but the cheesy romance, there's a hopeful, naive side in me that keeps me hopeful, but that keeps me, try to be positive, and it's not easy to be happy for other people's happy stories. As weird as it may sound, and as negative as it may sound, but it's not easy, and it's an effort. But I do make that effort. And eventually, when I make it an effort, at some point it doesn't become an effort, it becomes natural. You see friends and loved ones being happily in love. You think of your own family members, your parents, and I always put my parents as that one iconic love story that I'd always want to aspire to be like, or to have in my life. But yes, to inspire from the ones who have made it, to be happy for those who are in it, maybe that's also love. And it's not easy, and it's not for everyone, and I'm not forcing this mental gymnastics on anyone else, but that's the way I handle it. And if it has to happen one day, good for me, and good for the people who will have that in their lives. But until then, no longer being sad or excessively sad about it. A little bit of sadness is good. Envy is normal. Being envious of... But don't be jealous. Don't cast negative vibes. As preachy as I may sound, just try being genuinely happy. And when you try, you then genuinely do become happy. And that happiness will reflect within you. A lot of preaching is going on. I think I should move on to some music. And side note, apologies for my rusty voice. I'm having a bit of a cold, as you can clearly hear through the Sandman rusty voice. It's not Batman-ish, but I'm Batman. Oh yeah, that was not good for my voice. But Batman is going to play some music. So I'm going to again switch on the camera. Sorry for the noise. You can hear some clicking noises. But I'm going to again switch on the camera for the ones on Instagram who will get to see the video version of this. But I'm going to play some music. Apologies for the sound. Click, clack, clack. No sound yet? Okay, good. I was relatively for once. And since this is a freestyle episode, I'm going to think of a song impromptu. As I said, my bad, sorry. Ooh, that Batman voice ruined my voice. How did Christian Bale do it? Even without the cold, it's very bad for your voice to have that kind of rusty voice. I'm going to play some music. Just trying to think of a song that can... something more... something I would say less jovial and happy, but a bit sadder to start off on the serious, then to move on to the lighter and happier talks. But something sad and deep and... just thinking. Maybe Bhigi Bhigi is a good one. Bhigi Bhigi, see, you guys know that song? Here we go. We have the codes here, and I have my guitar, my lovely, wonderful friend guitar, whom I had named Vibes back in 2012. 2012 or 2015? Either way. Going to be 10 years almost. I had this lovely friend of mine. Vibes. Let's play Bhigi Bhigi. Oh, there's no capo. Nice. Capo is off. Here we go. भीगी भीगी सी है रात भीगी भीगी यादें भीगी भीगी बातें भीगी भीगी आँखों में कैसी नमी है आहा हा 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 आहा हा हा आहा सपनों का साया पलकों पे आया पल में बसाया पल में रुलाया फिर भी ये कैसी कमी है आहा ना जाने कोई कैसी है ये जिंदगानी जिंदगानी हमारी अधूरी कहानी ना जाने कोई कैसी है ये जिंदगानी जिंदगानी हमारी अधूरी कहानी. Okay, that was the first song, Bhigi Bhigi, from the movie Life in a Metro, composed by Preetham, I think sung by James, lyrics by I don't know who, but I'll sure link them below the original, because the cover was by me, by Sandman. You are listening to the Sandman show, Bhigi Bhigi Si Hai Raate Bhigi Bhigi. It's about rain and grey and how rainy you feel, about an incomplete love story. Oh, that was a terrible translation of Bhigi Bhigi Si Hai Raate Bhigi Bhigi. You're listening to the Sandman show. We're talking of love, about incomplete love. Well, that was until now. Now we'll talk about love. And what is love apart from Baby Don't Hurt Me? If I may, love can also be kindness, as cliche as it may sound again. But when was the last time you did something for someone and they genuinely thanked you for it in a very genuine, like they really, really genuinely appreciated the kind gesture you did? Because gestures of kindness for me is probably the highest form of love you can show. It reminds me again, it's giving me back to that. It's reminding me that scene in is it in Brahmastra, that in Indian, there's an Indian Hindi Bollywood movie Brahmastra, where at some point Amitabh Bachchan, big legend of Bollywood, he says to the protagonist that the most noble form of love is sacrifice. It's a bit too much. You don't need to sacrifice. I mean, it is obviously a really noble way of showing love, and it is a noble form of love. And let's be real, it is. You have to let go, compromise, sacrifice, and it is a form of love. But I think for me, the most, the biggest gesture of love one can show is kindness. And kindness can be in many forms again. It's really vague, but it can also be, it's not only about gifts, about giving gifts, or, spending time can also be a huge form of love, kindness. You are expressing or, exuding love when you are spending time with people who just need someone to be there for them. And I'm not only talking about relationships or love in the romantic way, but even in terms of friends. If you have a friend who hasn't been going through a good time, and you want to show that you're there for them, just do it. Just be there for them. And sometimes they may not appreciate or show the appreciation for your being there, but I'm sure a lot of the times, and most of the times, they will show that appreciation for your presence and for your solidarity. There is a lot in giving without expecting in return, and it's not easy. As someone who tends to expect, okay, let's put it this way, I do not expect anything in return most of the time. But the only thing I want to expect is people to not be bad towards me after I've been good to them. And that's not easy either, because we're getting deep and philosophical. But it does happen where you have been just genuinely good and you don't want anything in return, but then people are bad towards you, and it's not easy to deal with that. And again, maybe you shouldn't expect that they will not be bad towards you. Mental gymnastics. But yes, it's not easy. Being kind, being loving, without expecting the good or the bad, it's not easy. And that's what makes it noble. That's what makes it, a challenge, but a nice challenge, something you should embrace, and you should live life with kindness, with being there for people without expecting anything in return, the good or the bad. And again, if you have the bad coming your way, I'm not saying you shouldn't, you should expect or how do we say it? You should welcome the bad as if, okay, I should just pretend as if it's nothing. No, you should obviously protect yourselves, protect the ones around you. But it's all about showing kindness, gestures, spending time, spreading joy, spreading happiness. And on that note, I shall play another song. Something lighter, something about, let me think. Something English, I would say. Let me see if there's a Bruno Mars song. Bruno Mars has a lot of songs that can be played on the guitar. I think I found one. But I don't think I know this one that well. You're buffering a lot. You know what? I'm going to just play a cover I'm going to pause this and play a cover of a song of Bruno Mars, and then I'll get back and think of a song I can actually play. You've been listening to the Satman Show. We're going to listen to a cover of one of Bruno Mars' most famous songs, and we're going to get back after this song break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about love a bit more.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in an ocean you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh. Tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep. I'm singing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh. You'll always have my shoulder when you...
That was a lovely, lovely, lovely cover by Diana Campos, Count on Me, originally by Bruno Mars. And I was going to play it on the guitar, but I don't know the song that well, so... And I would never have done it as well as she did. So really amazing cover. Well done to Diana Campos. And yeah, you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, or even 4, 5, 6, because 7, 8, 9. Oof, terrible, terrible joke. So love, we are entering the end portion of this episode about freestyle episode about love. All I have to say is, if you ever feel lost in life, if you feel there's too much going on around you, or if you feel there's nothing going on around you, just know you are enough. You are loved. I may not know you. If you're a stranger listening to this podcast, I may not even genuinely love you because I don't know you, but you are loved. I'm sending love, even though I don't know you or I don't maybe love you literally, but I am sending love to every single one of you. Because eventually, today's day is supposed to be about love. And hopefully that's what we keep in mind when we think of love. But when we also think of Valentine's Day. Because Valentine's Day is just not about... It's not only about... It is fun. It is lovely to have a romantic dinner. It is lovely to go by a stroll by the lake, holding hands with your loved one, just watching a movie, date night. It's lovely. It is lovely, and I'm not denying any of that. That being said, for those who don't have a a respective or a significant other, let's just show extra love to ourselves today. Let's focus on the lovely people we are today. Let's love and love ourselves. And I love you. Sending love to all of you lovely people. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to now try for real to play a song. I'm not going to back out at the last minute as I did for the previous song. But I'm going to play freestyle episode. I'm going to play Tujhe Kitna Chahne Lage Hum. You can actually sense that this is a... Oops, sorry for the noise again. This is a freestyle episode. You have been listening to the Freestyle Valentine's episode of... I'm going to again press record here so that I can record myself on Instagram. Oops, I can hear noise falling everywhere. Oh, I'm really sorry for the noise. Here we go, messy as love can be. I'm going to play Dil Ka Darya Beh Hi Gaya. Let's go. Oh, it's a bit low. I'm going to play it a bit lower, so I'm not going to strain my voice too much. दिल का दरिया बह ही गया, इश्क इबादत बन ही गया, खुद को मुझे तू सौंप दे, मेरी जरूरत तू बन गया, बात दिल की नजरों ने की, सच कह रहा तेरी कसम, तेरे बिन अब डरेंगे एक भी दम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तेरे बिन अब डरेंगे एक भी दम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तेरे साथ हो जाएंगे खत्म, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम. इस जगह आ गए चाहते अब मेरी, छीन लूंगा तुम्हें सारी दुनिया से ही, तेरे इश्क पे हाँ हक मेरा ही तो है, कह दिया ये मैंने मेरे रब से भी, जिस रास्ते तू ना मिले उस पे न हो मेरे कदम, तेरे बिन अब न लेंगे एक भी दम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तेरे साथ हो जाएंगे खत्म, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम. That was Tujhe Kitna Chahne Lage Hum, not by Arijit Singh. I mean, originally it is by Arijit Singh. And my favorite artist, I think my all-time favorite artist. And he is my biggest idol in music scene. And yeah, Tujhe Kitna Chahne Lage Hum. How much I've started loving you, I guess. That's the song's name, translated into English. You have been listening to the Sandman Show, the freestyle episode. A bit clumsy, raw, unfiltered, bit filtered, using my equipment. But hope you enjoyed listening to this special one-off episode. A bit traditional, a bit not traditional, but yeah, simple as I try to be. Sending love to all of you. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. And I hope whenever you listen to this, whether it's on Valentine's Day today, which seems a bit unlikely, but whenever, or tomorrow, or whenever, just sending a lot of love to all of you guys. Thank you for listening. I'll catch you with another episode coming up soon, hopefully. And until then, adios, kabhi alvida na kehna, which is also a way of saying au revoir. Bye-bye.